This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 9. It says, in the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their master's house with violence and deceit. All right, I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem Rikakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the icons that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video will be edifying, man. First to the hopeful elect and all those that cleave to the body. All right. Through the spirit, I just want to jump in a vid pertaining to basically crossing the threshold of duty, man. All right. And what I mean by that, all right, and I'm going to go into that word threshold. What I mean by that is basically crossing over to serve the Lord, coming from the side where you was given the opportunity to put off, certain things in the world. All right. And then to join the tabernacle or the men of the Lord. All right. Understanding that you haven't made it. All right. You haven't been crowned with anything. All right. Okay. That the fight is just starting, man. Jake like to get lax. Jake like to use years of experience as, all right, man, I've been in it this long, I'm good. All right. But that's a lack of fire, man, or lukewarm spirit. And we know what the Most High do with lukewarm spirits. All right. Even when crossing over, you're like, oh, those guys, it's nice fire, how they bring it out. They full of zeal. And then once you get over, man, you find out that, it's time to research even harder, man. All right. It's time to build your fruits of the spirits up even harder, man. You see? And just through the spirit, I've been had this video. I've been had the precepts for the video, but now the Lord allowed it to come out now, man. All right. So, Lord willing, it be edifying, man. And I'll be able to edify the body, man. All right. But this Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 9, which I just read, but I'm going to go up to 7. All right. It says, hold thy peace at the presence of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And hey, when you come into the house of the Lord, hold thy foot. All right. Meaning what? Hold your peace at the presence of the Lord. Firstly, before you, when you come out and get acquainted with brothers. All right. Or to meet brothers. All right. It's first and foremost that you hold your peace. All right. It says, for the day of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua is at hand. For Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua had prepared a sacrifice. He had bid his guests. All right. And that sacrifice is what? Making your body a living sacrifice. All right. The same sacrifice. All right. That you have to do. That's a duty for you to do when you cross over, man. You see? And guess what? The Most High bid his guests, man. So if you of that fold to cross over, man, don't cross over to basically you probably was pushed over in the world or whatever, and you find a way to where, all right, I can fit right in with these guys, man. Basically doing the work of the Lord in vain, man. For vain glory and strife, man. You see? So when you cross over, man, hey, it's like going to from the college level to the NFL. You got to work just as hard as you work from Pop Warner, all right, to high school, to college, and to the NFL. You got to work as hard as you ever work, man, to be able to get that 6-digit check, man. You see? So it's nothing more than we're crossing over, man. Matter of fact, that's your grace period time, man. Not as if we don't have grace or those men that have crossed over and is doing the work in sincerity, but the grace period is for you to correct some of your is for you to correct some of your sins that you got on you. Not your sins, Salaki, man. Some of the demons that you have on you, man, that you may serve the Lord, man. You see? So the Lord gonna take particular demons off you before you cross over and get into the camp, man. You see? Because it's important that the Lord, the Lord takes certain things from you that you had going on in the world, all right? So you may serve him, because it could be a hindrance, man, in the truth, all right, to serve him. You see? But this verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such are clothed with strange apparel. Meaning what? Crossing over but having a filthy garment, man. You see? Strange apparel, meaning what, man? You not right. All right. You're not right as crossing over. Are you crossing over for all the wrong reasons, man? All right. This is not a game, man. Men's lives are at stake. All right. We at risk daily. All right. We're risking our life, our family lives. All right. All right. This the real deal, man. So, you know, like I like to always tell brothers, when you cross over on when you basically cross over from you know, coming out the world or coming into the house of the Lord, get ready for the real work, man. You see? All right, it's time. I usually saying, I'd be like, look, it's now it gets real. All right, because Jacob had a mentality, oh, I made it. I just needed to cross over, get in the camp, I'm gonna get saved. All right, that's not the end all be all, man. All right, actually, it's the beginning, man. All right. It's the beginning of renewing your spirit, man. All right. And pleasing the Lord of the way that he wants to be pleased. All right. So don't come. The Lord will punish you, man, if you have on strange apparel, man, a dirty garment, man. You see? Not serving the Lord for all the right reasons, man. But all your own personal reasons. This 9 do. In the same day also I will punish all those that leap on the threshold. All right. Which filled their master's houses with violence and deceit. Meaning you come in the truth, man, with an agenda, man. All right. Or a tirative motive. All right. I'm going to get that word threshold just in the regular dictionary. All right. It's a noun. And it have
threshold.
All right. It have, I'm going to go to the number 2 number 2 and number 4. It says the magnitude or intensity that must be exceeded for a certain reaction, a phenomenon, a result, or condition to occur or be manifest, man. You see? So when you crossing over, you're looking to manifest the word through the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. You see? Not manifest yourself, man. All right? Or it's the magnitude or intensity, so it gets intense, man. You see when you cross that threshold, man. All right? I'm going to read the 4th one. It says a level, rate, or amount at which something comes into effect, man. All right, so the real working of the Lord comes into effect when you cross the threshold, man. And what I mean by crossing the threshold, that means you getting your garment, all right, and you come and serve the Lord, man. All right, as a living sacrifice, all right, rightly dividing the word of truth, being brotherly, all right, and upholding everything which is commanded of you. All right. So let's get into some of the precepts, because when you do come over, all right, you gotta have a manly mentality, man. You know, you can't cross over and be a child, Jake. You see, because guess what, man? It tell you in 1 Corinthians 14 and 20, be men in understanding, but be children in malice, man. So when you come over, it's time to build up that understanding, man. It's time to be an adult, man. A grown man. You see? So lock it for that, man. Just going about the wrong way, man. So lock it. 1 second. So lock it, man. So lock it, Israel. But this 1 Kings 2 and 2. And it reads. It says, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. All right. So when you cross over, be strong and show yourself a man. Meaning what, man? That you able to digest the word. All right. Grow with the sincere milk. All right. And become a teacher or whatever it is, you know, the Father have in his will for you to do. All right. But understanding that gifts is brought to the table. Your gift bring you around great men, man. You see? So if you truly have a gift of the Lord, you know, you can't be just on the other side waiting and playing around, man. All right. The time is nigh. Our salvation is nearer than we ever believe. All right. It's time for you to come in and cross over, man, and handle your business, man. You see? Put your plow start plowing. All right. But this 3, It says, and keep the charge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shaddai power. Keep the charge of them, man. All right? Keep the duties that he commanded his men and his servants to do, man, on his side. To walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself. All right? This 4. That Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah may continue his word, which he spake concerning me, saying, if thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth, with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man of the throne of Israel. All right, so when you cross over, all right, knowing that there's no way to fail, man. All right, if you be solidified in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. All right, crossing over and showing yourself as a man to walk in the statutes and the judgments of the Most High, man. You see? So there's an importance, there's a significant role to be played. I want to say role, all right, but the duty to be upheld, you know, once you cross over into this truth, man. All right? This truth is not a game, man. All right, and when you looking on the outside looking in, you know, you may get your own perception of it, the way you see it with brothers, you know, that's laboring on the other side, that's already doing the work of the Lord prior to you. But guess what, man? Everything ain't what it seems, man. Them men laboring, man, for their lives, man, and their crowns. You see? So it's only right that you know, when you cross over, that you have that teammate mentality, man, and not that lone wolf spirit, man. All right? Not lone wolfing, man, but understanding, not ball hogging, man, but understanding that this is a team, man. And we going to only thrive if teamwork make the dream work, man. You see? And our dream, not our dream, but our reality is to receive the crowns, man. So teamwork make the reality work. Okay? All right? So like it for the rambling, man. But like I say, man, this is not a game. You know, Jake take everything for a fucking joke, man. You see? But this Psalms 119 and 30. It says, I have chosen the way of truth. So when you cross the threshold, you have chosen the way of truth, man. All right? It's like in court when they make you swear on the Bible, man, which we know they don't uphold anything that they swear upon. And anyways, they're not swearing to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. All right? So that's a lie in itself, man. And the scriptures tell you not to swear anyways, man. All right? So that shit condemned before it even gets started. All right? So, but on 30, it said, when you chose the way of truth, it's like you making an oath, man. A spiritual oath to the Most High, man. That you should dedicate and donate your life to him from that point forward, man. Okay? It says, I have chosen the way of truth. Thy judgments have I laid before me. So when you cross the threshold, you land the judgments of the Lord before you, man. All right? That the world may see. All right? You won't notice, man. When you cross the threshold, man. All right? Now, will you be perfect at every minute, lenses is on you? But, hey, you're supposed to strive to be. All right? Will we be? Of course not. You know? But, you want to be caught on doing the work, man. You know, doing the work diligently and sincerely, man. You see? Not bullshitting, man. Of being called out by the Lord through the Spirit, man. For bullshitting. But this 31. It says, I have stuck unto thy testimonies. And that's what you got to do when you cross the threshold. You got to stick to the testimonies, man. It says, oh, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, put me not to shame. Because when you cross the threshold and you bullshitting or perpetrating, the Lord going to put you to shame, man. The Spirit going to search you out. You see? But this 119 and 38. It says, establish thy word unto thy servant who is devoted to thy fear. When you cross the threshold, you devote yourself to the fear of the Lord, man. All right? And in fear is honor and reverence, man. All right? You got to honor and revere the Most High, all right, as if your life depended on it, which actually it does. All right? That's why, the joking and the playing, Jake, we joke and play, man. But, hey, the truth is deadly serious, man. All right? We get our comfort. There's a balance to everything. All right. The Most High give us cheers. All right. At times. But guess what? It's way more, this is an austere thing, man. It's a real serious thing, man. You see? So before you come over, man, consider the ways of the Lord, man. You see? Before you waste your time, man, and the Lord put your ass to death. Because once you taste this and enlighten yourself and be illuminated, man, there's no way that you could come back when you leave, man. So when you cross over, know what you're doing, man. All right? You signing that covenant in blood, man. All right? And it's blood out. And when you come out, it's blood out, meaning what? The Lord gonna kill you, man. And devote your fear to the Lord, man. You see? But this 119 and 57. It says, thou art my portion, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I have said that I will keep thy words. All right. And this is what you have basically showed the Lord through your actions of crossing over into the tabernacle of the Most High. You are showing the Lord that you're going to keep his words, man. You see? And when you don't do that, man, guess what, man? You be found an infidel, man, an unbeliever. You see? And guess what? The Most High going to not just put you out, man, but he going to torture you, man. You see? Ain't no way out, man. All right? You got to have that, man. Once I cross over, ain't no way out, man. Type of mentality, man. You know, that bond mentality, man, the only way out is death, man. All right? This is the only way out, man. So get that through your head, man. This ain't no fraternity where you could come in and get branded and get check out, man. You know, this ain't no club you could get a membership of, and then once the membership run out, it's over with, man. All right? This is forever, man. This is for today. This is from the yesterday, today, and forevermore, man. All right? So the Lord said when you make a commitment, you got to stand on that, man. All right, this Psalms 119 and 116. It says, uphold me according to thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Because the threshold, when you cross the threshold, it's your hope, man. All right? And we have the understanding that the Lord is upholding us. And remember, none of us is doing this by our own power and will. The Lord is upholding us, giving us the strength, all right, to come out there and be battle tested and curse these devils out and condemn our people, man. You see, we are being upheld by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, through the angels, man, that's protecting us. It says, hold thou me up, I shall be safe. All right. So when you cross that line, all right, that's a safe spot. That's a safe haven with the Most High. But guess what? It come with a price you have to pay, man. All right. You got to work, man. You got to work when you cross that threshold, man. All right. It says, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually, man. You see? So you have respect unto the work of the Lord, as long as the Lord uphold you and bless you and give you the strength. All right. You're going to have respect unto the Lord's statutes continually, man. What he have determined us, Salaki, that he have demanded that we do, man. And guess what? This is the demand of the Most High, man. When you have been called to be a prophet of the Lord, it's a demand that you go out there and prophesy, man. All right. Covet the prophesy. You see? That's the number one duty of a prophet, man. All right? And it's no way of getting in this thing, man. It's only going to be one way in, one way out, man. All right? It's only one way to come in. You know, you come Terry on the other side, you know, until brothers show your diligence, you know, until the spirit move on brothers or whoever it is to call you into the camp to start you know, basically putting your hand to the plow, man. All right? And that's when you formally put your hand to the plow, man. You know, when you cross over, you know, some brothers like to say, you know, I've been laboring in it, man. But when you actually put your hand to the plow, man, that's when you start to count your time with the Lord, man. Or the Lord make count it, man. You see, when you are fully committed, man, not, you know, hot and cold, in and out, iffy with it, man. All right. But this John 10 and 1, it says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, crossing that threshold, but climbeth up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber. But he that entered in the door is the shepherd of the sheep. So when you cross that threshold, you the shepherd of the sheep of the Lord, man. You see? You the sheep, you become the sheep of the Lord, man. All right? So you do have a status to uphold, Jake. All right? This is a duty, man. All right. And the duty is to be carried out or completed, man, until there's no more you, or vice versa, man, until the duty get completed, man. You see? So you can't cheat your way in trying to come over, cross over, all right, and you're a straight fucking nigga, man. All right? The Lord gonna see about that, man. The Lord gonna come visit you, man. All right? You're gonna be exposed, man. All right? When you cross that line, you are exposed. You're going not exposed. You're exposed to righteousness, man. And you're going to also be exposed to your wickedness, man. All right. It's going to show forth, man. Either or going to show forth, man. All right. And the Lord have mercy on you to give you a clean slate when you cross that threshold too, man. You see, the Lord forget about your sins in the world, man. So you got to continue to look forward. You can't be going year by year worrying about your old sins, man. You got to pray for forgiveness of your old sins, man, and keep pushing, man. You see? Because that could burden you down. Like, oh, you know, I'm not worthy of this. You know, I'm not, you know, which we do get. That's humility. That's a humble spirit. You see? But guess what, man? The Lord gave you a clean slate, man, when you put your hand to the plow, man. All right? He practically forgotten what you have done before that, man, because it's a joy to the Lord to, for one man, should not one rejoice? Salaki. One is better than 99 that believe it. The one that comes from believing, Salaki. And I'm paraphrasing this account. All right. That's if you lost one sheep, you know, and you got 99 sheep and you lost one and you go get the one. So now you rejoice the more over the one. You see? The same with the Most High for one man that cross over, man. All right. One that come from being unrighteous to righteous, all right, is more rejoiced than 99 that's righteous because they righteous already. You see? So you crossing over is a major thing, man. It's major to your salvation. You see? It's major to having respect unto the Most High. All right? It's major to respecting your brethren, which are Yahweh Shah. You see? So there's a lot of things that come into play. But this John 12 and 26, and it reads, if any man serve me, crossing the threshold, you come to serve the Lord, let him follow me. And where I am, this Yahweh Shah speaking, there shall my servant be. If a man serve me, him will my Father honor. All right? So when you come in and lift up the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, knowing that Yahweh Shah is the mediator, all right, and you following just like you're following Paul, which is Paul follow Yahweh Shah, all right, the Most High gonna honor you, man. All right? And guess what? That's the order, man. You gotta pray to Yahweh. You gotta pray to Yahweh Shah, and Yahweh Shah gonna pray to the Most High of you, man. All right, he's the only mediator betwixt man right now, man. We can't go to the Father. We unclean. But guess what? He died that he may be that mediator for us, man. Right now. All right. So when you pray, you gotta pray to Yahweh Shah, man, whether you like it or not, man. All right, that's an order after the Lord. Let everything be done decent and in order. All right. And like you say, it's a look also that we carry when we cross over. All right. It's a way that we are supposed to present ourselves holy before the Most High, man. You know, bringing it out. All right. In the midst of the nation of the people, man. Knowing that we are the representation and ambassadors of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right, this Numbers 15 and 38. And this is the look, all right, far as the apparel. All right, we gotta one per se, for lack of a better term, a dress code. All right, and that dress code is to wear our garments. They have garments, all right, that goes down to our feet, as it speak about in Revelation that that Yahweh Shah had. If we followers of him, all right, our garments and our outlook supposed to be as him too, man. All right, we know that we put inwardly in our heart, all right, is everything that's in our heart. We're building up, but even our outlook, all right, supposed to resemble Yahweh Shah, man. You see, it's supposed to resemble the laws, statutes, and commandments. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read that, and it's gonna prove it right here. This Numbers 15 and 38, and it reads, "Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. So you're supposed to have a garment down to your feet, like Yahushua. He said, if ye be followers of me, so we following Yahushua to the best of our ability, right? All right? And put borders on your garment, all right? That there may be a fringe on the borders of a ribbon of blue. All right, you see it? It's a ribbon of blue at the bottom, and this is the fringes, man, which represents the laws, all right, and the statutes and the judgments. The note, the let in the sight of the nations, so the nation could know, oh, that's the Israelites, man. That's God's chosen people right there, man. All right, so yeah, you know, we not actually moved by the outer appearance, all right, but it's still a certain way we're supposed to carry ourselves, man. All right. It says not to have a I read it early in I think it was in Zephaniah, man, or Kings, about the garments, man. You see? Having our garments clean, man, which goes back to the word and the understanding, but our outer appearance reflect our inward appearance somewhat too. Not to a total degree. We know that, right? Because we're not judged off what we have on. All right. But it's still law, statutes, commandments that's required of us to put on when we come and preach and teach in the word of Yahweh, name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. It says, and it shall be unto you for a fringe that ye may look upon it, you see, and remember all the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and do them. All right. So this is a remembrance from generation that we are. This is a reflection that we got to remember. Look, we got to keep continuing to do the work of the Lord, man, in truth and sincerity, man. You see when you cross that threshold, man. All right. So, hey, when you cross that threshold, man, if you can't take orders, all right, you know, you ain't willing to bend and bend for the Lord, man, then, hey, this ain't the place for you, man. Go do your own thing, man. You know, which nothing is wrong with that, but good luck. You see? But Jake not ready to take orders. Jake not ready to get in order. You know, Jake won't do his own thing, man. But the Lord do everything decent and in order, man. It says, and it shall be unto you for friends that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes after which ye used to go a-whoring. You see? So that's why you represent the order of the Lord, man. All right. So when you cross that threshold, you about to be an ambassador of the Lord. You got to come in that stead, man. All right. You got to have a look per se, man. All right. You know, Jake, the look don't match the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We get that 100%, man. But you still have to fall in line with order, man. All right. This is a commandment of the Lord, man. All right. So if you won't come out there, you won't throw your garment, like this or, or whatever, man, come on, man. You're embarrassed of the Lord, man. Or you don't want a garment on. You're embarrassed of the Lord, man. You see? Or you're embarrassed. You embarrassed the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Period, man. Okay. All right. This Joshua 24, and I'll read from 13. It says, and I have given you a land for which ye did not labor, and cities which ye built not, and ye dwell in them, of the vineyards and the olive yards which ye planted not do ye eat. All right, so the house of the Lord, all right, are we worthy to do the work of the Lord? We not. But it's on the Lord's will who he feel fit and deemed to do it. All right? Because our righteousness is filthy rags. It says, now therefore fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and serve him in sincerity and in truth. This the point, man. You see? Fear the Lord and serve him in fear and truth. Because guess what, man? All right? This house built, all right? Did you build it? When you cross the threshold, did you build it? No, man. All right. Did you plant in it? No, man. All right. So you got to come in out crossing that threshold, coming there with respect off the dump, man. Having respect, man. All right, it's to meet myself first. Being a younger brother, you know, you step on toes, you do things, but throughout time, you learn and you build yourself up, man. All right, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. It says, and put away the gods which your father served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. Now, this spiritual. The reason why I got this, the other side represents the world. All right. What I mean by the other side is the other side of the plank. All right. Where the men of the Lord is behind in these different cities. All right. In urban areas, in downtown areas in Maine, where Maine, in the agoras. All right. And guess what? The men of the Lord are out there. All right. And guess what? There's another side of men who are laboring and seeking the word of the Lord, that's willing to come and bid, that the Lord have bid them guests. All right. And if the Lord bid you a guest to his supper, all right, it's going to be one time you're going to have to start eating at a certain point in time. All right. And when you do that, you got to put away the gods. Meaning what? Cleanse yourself, man. Get yourself clean, to get your garment clean. So when you come over, all right, you have less work to do. When we cross over, was we perfect? No, but the word and the endurance going purify us, man. All right. Yeah, we came over somewhat still dirty, but the Lord took off us what he needed to take off before he let us in his house, man. All right. The true ones in truth and sincerity that the Lord have dealt with. Okay. And it's 15. It says, and if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, choose you this day whom ye will serve. All right. So, hey, don't be bullshitting on that other side, man. Coming out, missing weeks. All right. Don't have pen and paper, pad, writing things down. All right. Getting the understanding and the learning. All right. Building yourself up. Don't be bullshitting, man. You got to choose this day who you going to serve, man. All right. And you got the Lord called before you today, life and death, man. All right. That's what stands between that threshold of you being on that other side and you crossing over, life and death, man. All right. Life is when you cross that threshold and you put your hand to the plow in truth and sincerity and continue pushing, man, until the Lord come get you out here. That is the other side, man. Period, man. Ain't no in between with that. All right. Unless the Lord got, the covering over you and those who are not an elect that's not out there, man. All right. With the exception of them. But anybody else, man, you're going to get put to death, man. It says, whether the gods which your father served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And right now today, that's indicative to the men. All right. Our brothers in the camp, starting with the camp down here in GMS, Louisiana Saints, all my brothers in there, we have decided in our mind that we will serve the Lord, man. All right, y'all, everybody do whatever they gonna do, but we gonna serve the Lord, man. All right, through brotherhood, man. You see, it said, but for as me and my house, and the house, the tabernacle of the Lord is with men, his flock is with men, all right, which is the brothers, all right. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So all you brothers out there, when y'all cross the threshold and y'all come from out the world to in here, man, hey, you got to get with the house to serve the Lord, because all the brothers is serving the Lord, man. You see? All right. Yeah, phone ringing and shit, man. Satan got to do his thing, bro. But guess what? We got to do ours too, man. So this Job 36 and 10, and it reads, He opened also their ear to discipline and commanded that they return from iniquity. So when you cross the threshold, the Lord opened your ear to discipline and demand that you return from iniquity, man. All right? So guess what? It ain't just crossing over and dap everybody off and you cool with people, and brothers are showing brotherly love, and that the men of the Lord sincerely and dearly, a lot of brothers that come in, man, that, of course, we don't know who going to do to the end. We don't know who is who. So we got to love every brother as if he was Yahushua, man, until he show himself otherwise, man. It says, and commanded that they return from iniquity. And it says, if they obey and serve him, because obedience is better than sacrifice. So to obey crossing over the threshold, man, is better than out there sacrificing and you not being obedient, man. It says, if they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasures. And guess what? Do we have displeasures? Yes. Do we have afflictions? Yes. But guess what, man? We still serving the Lord in prosperity, man, and in pleasures because we know what's to come, man. We know a kingdom is stored up for us. Just watch. You see? All those who didn't cross that threshold and scared the cross, man up, gird your loins up, man. And really, if you're scared to cross, you don't want cross because you're embarrassed, man. And guess what? The Lord don't want you to cross, man. You see? It says, but if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword and they shall die without knowledge. So the longer you remain out of the house of the Lord, all right, you're going to perish by the sword and die without knowledge, man. You see? Because the ones that have crossed that threshold, all right, have they're stabilizing their minds up for the last day and time, man, with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of that time. So that's what the men of the Lord, when you cross over, that's what you got to stabilize yourself with, man. That's the truth. You see? All right. And when you cross over, ain't no looking back, man. So before you cross over, know what you getting yourself into, like the elder brother Kazak, man. Like he said, man, look, ask all the brothers when they come over, you sure you won't serve the Lord, man? You know? And hey, if you ain't sure, it's best to be honest, man. And shout out to the brother Yash, man. You know, that was honest. Like, well, look, give me a week or two, man. Hey, you can respect honesty, man. You know, then rather you say you ready to serve the Lord and you know you ain't ready, man. You see? All right. But this Luke 9 and 62, this is an oldie but goodie, a famous one, right? And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow, crossing the threshold, and looking back, all right, is fit for the kingdom of the Most High, man. Meaning what? Going out of the truth, man. Looking back, all right, wavering, all right, being fearful, all right, not diligent, lukewarm. You see, that's looking back, man. All right. So, like you said, man, once you cross over, ain't no going back to the world, man. So if you love the world, stay in the world. And if you was of the world would love his own. You're going to find out in due time that the world don't love you. But this Luke 17 and 10, it says, so likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. All right. And it's our duty to do. We are unprofitable servants, man. You see? So when you do cross over, man, hey, don't be prideful, man. Because the Lord will kick you out of his tabernacle, man. Within a blink of an eye, man. 1 minute you was in here 5 to 10 years. You know, in the next minute, you unknown, man. You have wrought folly in Israel, man. All right. Because, hey, your time and the truth, all right, not going to sustain you with your works. All right. Time and works is completely different, man. All right. You could say, oh, I got 5, 6, 7 years, man. But if your work ain't equivalent to it, man. All right. It show that you've been a slothful servant, man. And the Lord going to deal with you in due time, man. Believe that, man. You see, so we are unprofitable servant. We have done what is our duty to do, man. And I'm going to get out of here with this. You know I got a little long-winded, man. But, hey, through the spirit is needed. So, you know, that's what it is, man. You know, with this Hebrews 12 and 28, and it reads, it says, wherefore we, receiving a kingdom which cannot be moved, let us have grace whereby, this the point, whereby we may serve Yahweh acceptably with reverence and godly fear, man. All right. So, hey, you got to have that reverence and godly fear when crossing that threshold, man. All right. Because there's a such thing as godly sorrow if you shall stumble. All right. A righteous man falling 7 times, but guess what? He picking himself up. All right. So there's a godly sorrow. God, you got to get into the graces where the Most High have that godly sorrow on you for when you miscarry, that the Lord that he will wink at. He'll wink at when you miscarry, man. So when you cross that threshold, that you may continue to serve him, man, and get your crown, man. But with that, I hope it was edifying. Until the next time, I won't say shalom.